This is passage 7. It's a data passage in test 61C. Remember our DRC approach. This is data, so don't read. You probably don't need to read it all. If you really want to, you can if you have time, but for the most part, you can go straight to the text and straight to the questions, and it'll tell you where to go, which chart, which graph to look at. So in passage 7, we know this one's a data passage because we don't see anything but an intro. We don't see study 1, experiment 1. It's just passages. So I would take about 15-20 seconds to orient yourself. It looks like you have depth in core, and it looks like different levels of depth are named. You have resistivity, cooler to warmer climate, CO2, and then you have table 1, which looks like it has average percent of sand, silt, clay, and depth, which I'm assuming corresponds to this depth over here. And that's it. Go to the questions. It'll probably tell you where to look. Let's just remember our R&R approach to questions. You're going to read the question just to orient yourself as to what is going on in the question. Sometimes you might want to put it in your own words. Then you're going to reread the question, breaking it down step by step, and that's what we're going to do together in this video, is I'm going to break it down. So we're going to break down the question. This is your second read through based on the data and the data provided in figure 1 and table 1. So put your finger on figure 1 and table 1. The sample gray teal corresponds most closely to which teal from the figure? So we're given this sample teal, so we're looking for which one most closely matches sand, silt, and clay, and we see it in gray C. You can look at each one, process of eliminate, A, B, and C, and you can see it's C. If you wanted to, you could check figure 1. You could check the resistivity and the CO2 content to see they most closely match there as well, but you really already had the answer in the first part, so H. Number 37, according to figure 1, so put your finger on figure 1. The oldest glacial advance in this area deposited in which of the following till layers? So the older it is, the deeper it will be. So now it's just process of eliminate. There's A, yellow till, olive, green, and gray till, and then gray till D, which is the oldest, the deepest, so D. Let's break down question 38. According to figure 1, which of the following statements best describes how the resistivity of the sand and gravel layers? So let's find resistivity first. So this column here of the sand and gravel. So sand and gravel layer is here. Compares to the till layers. So the till layers are here. So we can see that the resistivity of the sand and gravel are much higher than any of the till layers. So the only one that has higher in it is choice G. So there's our answer. Let's break down question number 39. The average resistivity, we know that's in figure 1, of the bedrock. So the bedrock is down at the bottom, and the core is most similar to which of the following till layers? So resistivity in the bedrock is most similar to olive and green, so the same area, right along that 50 line. So choice C. Okay, for number 40, we're using figure 1, so put your finger on figure 1. The sediments being deposited at present time, so that's going to be the surface. That's where present would be now. The site where the core was taken have much higher CO2 content. So CO2, and it's going to be higher, so higher than anything listed. Here's everything listed. Given the information and the information in figure 1, the CO2 content of sediments recently deposited would likely be in which of the ranges. So we know it has to be higher than this one, and that one's at 35-ish, so greater than 35, so J. Here's a summary of our answers. Number 36 is H, 37 is D, 38 is G, 39 is C, and 40 is J.